Hi guys, welcome back. Well, last night Arsenal lost the Champions League final to PSG on penalty shootout. I intentionally, didn't make a video last night because the emotions was really high and I don't want to speak out of emotions. Do you understand? So I just have to let everything simmer down a little bit because before I made this video. Now, personally for me, I believe I am proud. I would say as a fan, I am proud of the team, I'm proud of the manager, and I am proud of the fans as well because we've come this far to have Arsenal Football Club challenging for major trophies, playing in the finals, and constantly and continuously challenging for big things. So it is something to be proud of as a fan, and I have to say again that I'm proud of these players because they've come so far and they've given everything within their reach to make this football club great again. However, last night there were a lot of incidents in that game that majority of fans are speaking out of emotions. But for me personally, I have to reflect on some things before I speak because I don't want to sound biased somehow, right? As a fan, I should be biased, but logically, you have to think about the incidents, right? You have to think about the incidents and you have to say the truth when it matters, right? So, looking at some of the incidents, we'll look at it one after the other. And the only one that, was the major talking point was the foul on Madueke in the extra time, which, some people deemed to be a penalty, right? Is there a contact on Madueke? Yes, there was a contact. The knee, there was a contact from Pacho with his knee on Noni Madueke, and that was why he went down. But when you look at the things and the reason the referee didn't call that, and by the way, I am a fan of good officiating, right? And I always commend the Champions League officials for the great job that they're doing. And this game, I have to be honest that this game was no exception, right? That's why the fact that the decision went against my team. So I have to say the truth. Now, if you look at that incident quite well, you will see that Noni Madueke's arm was locked with Pacho's arm, right? And if he is trying to get in front of Pacho, right, his hand should be across his body. And that would have been a whole lot more justification to give a penalty than locking your arm with the guy, right? So for me, I believe that was a dumb move from him, right? I know he was trying to get a penalty, right? He was trying to get ahead of the defender, but you have to do it in a way that will convince the officials that there was a genuine contact on you before going down. That is how I see it, right? And secondly, there was a foul as well by Christian Mosquera. And by the way, he had a fantastic game against Kvaratskhelia yesterday, except that penalty that he gave away. I believe that should have been, it was obviously a penalty, no doubt about that, right? But he had a fantastic game. And some people are saying he should have gotten a second yellow card. According to the rules, that isn't a clear and obvious error because you have another defender coming across him, and according to explanations from the rules, right, that is not even a yellow card, by the way. So there's absolutely nothing to see from that. And the last one was the handball by Bukayo Saka when he's trying to clear the ball out. So according to the rules, right, number one, the ball had already touched his leg, he missed, and the ball struck him somewhere around here before he touched his hand. So those kind of move and those kind of touches is not a penalty, right? So I think from our point of view, and when I reviewed everything, right, I believe those calls were 100% right. They were 100% right, no doubt. And I have to say again that penalty, right, is a game of luck, and the way and the manner at which Arsenal lost the penalty and the game isn't something bad from my own point of view because there are teams who have lost many finals that they can count. right? So it's really not a bad thing for Arsenal to lose the final, right? But the way the opposition fans are making it to seem as if it is the end of the world. I know this team that they will be back. It is one thing that I'm sure of. They will be back because they have always and they have constantly proved themselves to be very, very efficient and very, very enthusiasm about whatever they want to achieve. They always go for it, and that is one thing I'm proud of as a fan. So if you are an Arsenal fan and you think that the officials yesterday robbed Arsenal, you should think twice. They didn't rob Arsenal, right? I have to just say it. They did not. That wasn't a robbery. We don't have to speak with emotion. We lost, yes, and I love how we lost because obviously when you look at what PSG have been able to achieve and how they've you know dealt with everything that came across them, you will understand that they are the team to beat in the Champions League, and this is the second time in a row that they are winning the Champions League. So you don't have to say that maybe they are the best team, right? They had the best team because the way they played against Arsenal was magnificent, and the way Arsenal responded as well was really, really brilliant. Because when you look at what Arsenal did against them, they did not expect it. They did not expect it. Arsenal go on full defensive mode, and I have to say that I'm proud of the team because obviously when you want to play against a team like PSG, you just have to be cautious about your strategy and your tactics against them, right? Or if you don't do that, there's no way you not concede 4-5 goals. And I think some people are expecting Arsenal to concede much goals against them, and it is just unrealistic from my point of view. Because if you look at what Arsenal has been able to achieve defensively throughout this season, you wouldn't expect Arsenal to concede 2-3 goals against PSG. Do you understand? And I know the manager understand this task. So if Arsenal didn't give it that penalty, there's absolutely no way Arsenal wouldn't have won because we are 1-0 up, right? We are one, and we are protecting that lead. There's nothing bad in that. There is absolutely nothing bad in that. If it is a team that are playing with the same pattern of football, right? And if you look at PSG have the best attack, I would say. You can't just shut them off. And the way Amana Arsenal pocketed every of the attackers was brilliant and fantastic last night. So I am proud of the team. Well, this is just my own bit about the game. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. And I'll see you soon on another one. And bye for now.